POV, you have natural hair. No, sis, that is POV. I do not know how to take care of my hair as a natural hair girly. That is POV. I am struggling with my natural hair. Because tell me why you would comfortably sit down on that seat and then have your hair be combed like that. Like, make it make sense. Hey my loves, welcome back to my channel. My name is Oma. If you're seeing me for the first time, hi. In this channel we'll talk about natural hair, real hair talks, real life hair experiences, natural hair culture, and DIYs that will help you navigate a natural hair journey. So I came across this very particular video on TikTok about a week ago. Yeah, the video actually went viral on TikTok. And in this particular video, this lady was having her hair being combed, one, dry, two, with the wrong comb, three, with the wrong measure. You know what? I would just allow us to watch the video and I would come back and we'll discuss about it. In that video that we just watched, I do not believe that as someone who is very conversant with your hair, as someone who is a natural hair girly, you would actually sit comfortably on that seat and then have your hair being combed like that. No. You cannot tell me that I am a natural hair girly, I know how to take care of my hair, and then you do not know how to properly moisturize your hair before making any protective style. You will not tell me that as a natural hair girly, you do not know that if you are going to have someone else make your hair, or if you're going to go to a hair salon to get your hair done, you would have to go with your tools, ranging from your comb, your towel, your everything that you need, your cream, your water, your leave-in, your oil to moisturize your hair. Having to watch that lady comb her hair like that. Like even the sound alone that it was making, it gave me goosebumps. I don't know about you, but it gave me goosebumps. Now let's talk about everything that would go wrong at the end of the day after combing her hair like that and installing that protective style. Now, first is that this particular woman, that is the hairstylist, was even using the wrong comb to comb or detangle her hair. That is number one. Number two is that that hair was as dry as whatever you can think of. In fact, it was crunchier than chips. The sound that hair was making while it was being combed, the sound it was making while it was being combed was crunchier than chips. That is because that hair is so dry, it is not moisturized. There is not even an atom of water on that hair. Three, the kind of breakage this particular lady would have at the end of the day, and then tomorrow you would come back and say, oh, my hair is not growing, oh, I'm not returning leads, but you are the cause. How would you sit and then you would be going through that kind of pain and you expect your hair to grow long and you want to return length? That is not possible, sister. That's not possible. Now, talk about the damage that it will cause to your scalp, because as the woman is pulling that hair, she is also pulling your scalp. Talk about the damages that it will cause your scalp at the end of the day. Now, you might be wondering, okay, maybe she moisturized at home before coming. Yes, actually, she had to make another video and saying that she moisturized prior to going to the hairstylist. I will still talk about hairstylists in Africa. I've even made a video about it, talking about why and how we do not have natural hairstylists, or hairstylists do not know how to handle natural hair. And that is what is playing out here. We'll talk about that later. Now, Yes, you moisturize your hair before coming to the salon. We do not argue about that. But you know that there is every tendency for your hair to dry out in the course of making your hair. It is expected of a natural hair girly, someone like me, once I am having an external person making my hair, or once I'm going to a hairstylist to make my hair, I carry everything carryable. Everything I need that would help ease and make my hair, making of my hair very easy and very smooth. I carry it, ranging from my cream, my oil, my moisturizer. Like, I carry everything. And then as the hair is going on, as we are making the protective style, I tend to re-moisturize my hair because I do not want stress. I don't like stress. I don't like pain. So tell me why you would not go with, even if it's just your water. She said she forgot to carry her spray bottle. Obviously, her spray bottle contains whatever she uses to moisturize her hair. Even at that, don't the woman have water? I even think she mentioned that the woman added water. But water is not enough. Water is not enough to just moisturize your hair throughout the course of making your hair. I don't know if you get, because the damages that will cause, you'll be seeing tiny hairs on the ground. That is breakage. And at the end of the day, when you are taking down that protective style, you would find out that, in fact, at some point, you'll be seeing chunks of hair coming out. That is because you installed the protective style wrong or wrongly. There is no two ways about it. You installed the protective style wrong. And yes, I know that a lot of people in the comment section gave their 2 cents, gave their advice, gave everything. I just hope she takes it, because at this point, I just couldn't stand that video. I just couldn't stand it. Now, I said I was going to talk about hairstylists that do not know how to handle natural hair. Yes, but before then, this particular video now would kind of give an advantage to people saying that natural hair is hard. Natural hair is not hard. It will give an advantage to people saying that natural hair is struggle. Natural hair is not struggle. You just need to learn the techniques behind natural hair. You just need to have a routine that you follow. Listen, a lot of creators, natural hair creators, they've made videos, they've talked about having a routine, having techniques, having all that. If you do not even know how to create a routine, if you do not even know how to follow a particular technique in caring for your hair, that is why we have these natural hair creators like me voicing out and teaching on how to take care of your hair. Please, let's stop giving people the mentality that black hair is difficult, or afro textured kinky curly hair is hard to manage. No, it is not hard to manage, because that video now would send a different message to people who are anti natural hair, if I may say so. Now, even the lady that is the hairstylist combing the hair, she is not even combing it properly. You're supposed to comb your hair from the ends of your hair up to the root of your hair, and that comb that she's using, that particular comb that she's using, is just the wrongest choice of comb to use. That's the wrong comb to use, because I feel okay, had it been she used the right comb, it would have been way easier to comb. Let me know if you agree with me in the comment section. If she had used a white tooth comb, it would have been way easier to comb. And not even just using the white tooth comb. If she had used the white tooth comb and then started combing it from the roots up to from the ends, sorry, up to the roots of the lady's hair, it would have been easier. So, because the hairstylists do not have any knowledge about natural hair, all they want to do, all they know is just come, sit down, wash your hair anyhow they want, and they comb it, they drag your hair. Some even use rat tail comb. They just do your hair anyhow they want. And if you are the type that does not speak out or do not have prior knowledge or do not have knowledge just the way they have, that is how you just continue getting your hair damaged, getting your scalp injured at the end of the day. Because I wonder the kind of headache that lady will be having. Like, God, I can't even imagine. Yes, I remember that when I started out my natural hair, I didn't have knowledge about anything natural hair. If I may say so myself, I think I almost did same mistake that hairstylist did by combing my hair anyhow I want, combing from the roots down to the tips, instead of combing from the tips, that's from the ends of my hair up, and then moisturizing properly. But when I started gaining knowledge, that and I think the reason why I even had no knowledge about natural hair was because as of 2014 when I went natural, there were no much natural hair creators just like we have now lending their voices to how to care for a natural hair. Yeah, so I just had to figure everything out myself. To be very honest, I had to figure everything by myself. So I would excuse myself for that. But when I found out, when I began to make research, when I began to um want to find out how to care for my hair, it became way easier. So if this hairstylist had knowledge, even if it's just as little as this, on how to care for natural hair, she would not comb that lady's hair like that. That still brings me to the fact that we do not have hairstylists that know how to properly handle natural hair. Yeah, we do not. And it's just so saddening. Is just so saddening because you would go to a hair salon to make your hair, especially local hair salons. You go there to make your hair, and all you would hear is, why don't you relax your hair? Your hair is difficult. You cannot make this particular style without relaxing your hair. This particular style will not be fine because you have natural hair. Can you guys just stop and get knowledge? Can you guys just stop and get knowledge? And I even think that is why natural hair salons that are coming up now are quite on the high side, and not everyone can afford to get the services of a proper or a professional natural hair stylist. But we can do the little that we can on our own in our environment, in our corner, to just get knowledge. Simple liquid, that's water, simple using water, leave-in conditioner, cream and oil is enough to get your hair well moisturized. Even if you don't have a leave-in conditioner, just apply water first. Make sure your hair, spritz your hair with water. Apply water on your hair very well. And then go in with your cream. Comb down your hair just the way I have instructed. And also go in with your oil. Once you are done, you twist or braid it to help retain that moisture, because if you leave it out on like as a fro like that, you would lose all the moisture that you've tried to incorporate into your hair. And I think that's what happened to that lady. I think after moisturizing her hair at home, she just left it. She did not put it in chunky twists or in chunky braids. She just left it like that. And the whole thing, maybe by the time she even got to the salon, the whole thing dried out. Let me know what you think about this video in the comment section. And if you are a new natural hair girl starting on her natural hair journey, and you need a guide to help you create the proper and right natural hair routine that would work perfectly for your hair, I have an ebook and I'll drop the link in the comment section so you can just grab a copy for yourself. And in that ebook, I shared like a proper template that you can follow in creating your own natural hair routine. All right. And if you enjoyed this video, please do like, comment, share, subscribe. Let's continue the gist in the comment section. I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace. Bye.